2 times you've cried for this. Paralyzed my tongue, you had me safely. That love you pride for this. Be careful that you're silent. I said I don't like being controlled, but nobody see I'm falling far away. I'm not a match, my shirt, my shoes. I know that I can be someone that's hard to hate. Let's just dance. You wanna dance? We can make a plan. We can never say sorry. Let's just dance. You wanna dance?
After a 5-hour flight, a 3-hour time difference, and a 2-hour drive from the airport to our hotel, we have finally made it to the beautiful city of Sedona, Arizona. And guys, I cannot stress this enough. This has been something both Megan and I have been wanting to cross off our bucket list for such a long time. But with the craziness of this past year, whether it was me competing in 5 different shows, whether it was me starting a business or growing a business, whether it was me traveling internationally, whether it was to compete or to get married, we've really never had time to simply slow down and focus on us, growing us. And that's what this trip is all about. And we're doing it in style. We have one of the nicest hotels that Arizona has to offer, and I cannot stress this enough. This has been something that has been much needed and severely overdue. And honestly, I could talk forever, but I'm just so excited to show you guys where we're staying. So let's just get a move on.
And from here, property is laid out in a teardrop loop, keeping this that point of the teardrop. So if you do get lost, not hard to do, but it still can. Point, we'll go right to the lobby. To the rooftop where a daybed and fireplace is located. And so let's say they built that one there.
Yeah.
They stood on that rooftop and planned all the others by setting up.
To make sure everyone can see.
Yep, they set up ladders, set up flagpoles, and got everything angled the way they wanted to, and elevation. So
awesome.
every room has a little bit of a Red Rock view, more some than others.
I've stayed at a lot of nice places over the years, but this is hands down the nicest resort that I have ever been to. Starting off with the introduction, like when you actually pull into the resort, you're greeted with a nice bottle of champagne, and the check-in process is extremely efficient. Within the first 10 minutes, your bags are checked, brought to your hotel, and then you follow shortly after. And guys, I cannot express this. It's the small details that add up that make this place so much more beautiful than it actually just seems on the outside. But first, starting off with the common area that flows extremely nicely into the sleeping area. And then you have the nice TV that pulls down from the ceiling and then is also hidden by a little remote control, and it goes right back up. So it just keeps for a nice clean little, I don't know, ambiance type of vibe. And then the curtains are all on remote control, so you can close these as needed and when needed, just for a little bit of privacy. You have the glass finish that takes up roughly half of the villa. And again, I've stayed at a lot of nice places, but this place is absolutely insane. But check this out. So this absolutely blew me away. So if you guys remember the last video, or at least a few videos ago, when I was on the cruise and I got in the shower and I was standing like this shower might be the best shower I've ever seen at any hotel, Airbnb, you name it, that I've ever been to. So much room for activities in here, and get your mind out of the gutter. But guys, this is absolutely insane. You even have a nice little stump to sit down on, just ponder. This place is insane. And like I said, right, it's the little details. Let's check this out. The heated towel rack, heated toilet seats. Like I said, it's the small things. And then something that I never utilize, but I will 100% utilize on this trip, is going to be this matted out black tub. I'm not a tub guy, but I'm gonna bathe in my own filth for this one.
I got my bright ideas, shining on to something new. You strike me like lightning here right on cue. And now it all makes sense. 2 cents offered in silence, till I heard it like thunder, a different view.
Last but certainly not least, the rooftop, which is probably the #1 sell of this entire place. You have the beautiful views You have the turfed out, bougie area. And you have a nice little common area to sit down, relax, and enjoy the fire pit. And guys, this is what a vacation feels like. I wish you guys could feel this weather right now because perfection. And honestly, this is a perfect opportunity for us to turn our brain off, shut our computers down for a little bit, and just enjoy the moment. Because I feel like I have not done that at all much this season, this past year. You see how I look at everything in seasons, but this is what this week's for. Shutting down in order to turn back on and take on 2024 full head of steam. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna turn the camera off, we're gonna enjoy the moment, and we'll see you guys whenever I pick up the camera again. What's up guys? It is currently 8 a.m. here in Arizona, taking full advantage of the time difference. We have a push day to start off the beautiful, hectic, but eventful day. I'm excited, man. I always try to get up early when it comes to traveling so I can get emails, text messages back to clients, and of course, training out of the way so we can enjoy the day without that thought of still things need to be done, lingering in the back of my mind. But I'm actually at a Snap Fitness. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with the Snap Fitnesses, these have been really popular about a decade ago, but over the last decade, you'll see like a handful of them really start to close down. And I remember I first ever started my lifting career at a Snap Fitness. So the fact that we're back at another one, it feels like a full nostalgia moment. And seeing a lot of these same machines, just gym environment, because they're a little smaller, but I don't know, it's like I said, a full nostalgia moment for me. It made me realize how much I overthink training now. When I see a lot of the machines that I used to use, I used to literally just focus on getting a machine for whatever exercise I was, training and just maximizing it. And I feel like now there's a lot of more thought processes that goes into it and more science, which obviously has been proven to help, but I don't know, man, I think a lot of people overthink training, like I'm overthinking this conversation. So I'm gonna get back to lifting and be in this workout, 45 minutes in, 45 minutes out, and go enjoy the rest of the vacation.
I think that's where Chase and Lindsay said that they were going to meet us at the beginning of the Diamond Gulch.
That was absolutely insane.
Horrendous. Never again. We're not even probably a quarter of the way through and I want to die.
No, it's an hour and 25 minutes. And what I mean, it feels like you're driving up I don't even know how to describe it.
It feels like you're like in a car crash for an hour straight.
That's pretty accurate. But it's wild, dude. It's like literally steep. And then when you go straight down, it's like you're going straight down on just the rockiest roads of all time. And you can't even get it on camera. It's just like the camera is flying everywhere. But we want to take a quick break. None of this is scenic. It's just literally back roads and, again, car crash vibes the whole entire way. And she is not having a good time. And this thing is a complete mindfuck because you think that when you're going down this terrain, you're actually going to want to go slower. But in reality, you want to speed up. You see these little like springs here. It makes it so the faster you go, the less impact you feel of the rubble. But like in your mind, right, you want to go slower to play it safe, but playing it safe is actually going faster. So it's nuts, man. It's capped out, like you can't go above 35 miles an hour, but you don't want to go 35 miles an hour in your mind when you're going through it, but you probably should. So it's nuts. I mean, it's fun, don't get me wrong. If half of this drive was the craziness that we just experienced and the other half was more sane, I think it would be more of a good trip. But it was definitely a little rocky, to say the least. Straight to the trails, getting ready to take on about a 3.5 mile hike just to get some added steps in on a day. I've always been a little hesitant to do hikes over the last couple of years, ever since I just completely destroyed my knee. But at that risk, I still want to have a good time and just embrace the trails. Me and Megan haven't done trails in so many years just because of this knee, but no more limitations. Let's just go have some fun.
Are we going on a hot air balloon ride?
I will
Scared.
say every time I'm on a hike, I do
I am
get
not
lost.
adventurous.
What are you scared of?
I'm not one with nature.
What are you scared of?
Hey guys, for Alex making me go on a hike while I'm sick and literally dying and can't breathe, you have to make sure you like, subscribe, hit the little bell notification.
Hi guys, like and subscribe. Alex talks
Update, 3 miles in, and we're lost.
way short. So what happens if I go this
So
way?
now what do we do? How do we know that? Oh, we are here because it says, oh, Krusty is that way. Grand Central.
And just like that, that is a wrap on this video. Like, subscribe, ring the bell button, save the video, share it with your ex-girlfriend, and I'll see you guys in the next video.